This is the Russian Dynamite, Masha Slamovich.
Becca here.
This is not America's Sweetheart, Davian. And
It's Billy Starks. And
the super fly guy, Trayvon Jordan.
This is the fly side flyer, Jalen Brandon.
Hardcore Princess, Jules Malone.
Hi there, this is the Bubblegum Princess, Alexia Nicole.
This is the Brazilian Wonder Woman, Christy Jane.
This is the baddest black belt, Chennai Kai.
This is Kid Bandit.
The smash hit, Joel Bateman.
This is Robin Renegade.
Cody Hawk.
Brutal Bob Evans. And you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment, one of my favorite podcasts in the whole wide world.
Hello, and welcome to the show. It's Wrestling with Entertainment, the only audio experience on the web today. The trusted choice for interviewing all your favorite wrestlers every Tuesday and Wednesday on YouTube and CastBox, and previewing and reviewing the latest shows from WWE, AEW, New Japan, and everything in between every Saturday. I am sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. I am, of course, your host, James J., alongside Kaliko Yacht, who is currently being beat by time, but who is here, the American Scooter Dust.
Hello, my name's Scooter Dust, and I play games based on whether or not I like them.
And it was a good week for Wrestling With, as we interviewed Claudia Solis. Fantastic interview with somebody that's been doing it for a while and kind of coming into her own in the last year. I definitely recommend that video. And of course, Cody Lane on Wednesday. Can't say enough incredible things about Cody. You definitely want to go into the archives to check those interviews out. This upcoming Tuesday and Wednesday, we have Jay Macias. It's his very first interview. He's a Victory Pro / Creator Pro, Victory Pro, a wrestler. So
So he knows Ryan.
More than likely, and he is a good friend of Dante Drago, friend of the show. So, yeah, and we talk all things Dante Drago, becoming Dante Drago during a shoot-off with Dr. Cool, weightlifting, and lots more. After that, Wednesday, we got the Basic Bitch Slayer, Ruby Roberts, our first guest from Scotland. And it's an incredible interview. We talk, being a wrestler in Scotland, wrestling with fibromyalgia, her cousin also being a wrestler, Bobby Roberts, and yeah, just a lot of great content there. If you don't believe me, here's some clips.
Delta House, my partners in crime, yes. So me and Nick Robles, we actually we're from the same open house. So we are season 7 of Creator Pro, year 7, the class of year 7.
Okay.
And I could say that's one of my good friends. And what happened was me and Nick were actually at a party. And whose party it happened to be was Dante Drago's. He sees what I could do with a Henny bottle, and it just went from there. He said, you boys, let's do something with this. Come on.
Like a coincidence, you and Robles going to another Creative Pro Wrestlers party.
So what happened was we didn't even know it was their party. We just heard there was a party happening at a frat house, and with that, we just said let's go. And then who do we happen to bump into? None other than the frat star Dante Drago.
I am very proud of the fact that I have yet to exercise myself into throwing up. It's something that you see when people are doing their warm up. If it's a particularly brutal one. quite a lot of people will be sick, or what we call in Scotland hitting a whitey. So far, nearly 5 years of training, I've still yet to do that. I mean, I've been gassed. I've exercised myself to the point of not being able to move, but I have never once thrown up.
That's incredible. I'm just feeling like gagging right now talking about throwing up, and you're getting thrown up in the ring here, and not even a hint of or a sign of throwing up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just a weird talent. I've got quite a strong stomach. Like even with smells and stuff. I don't know. It's just. Or just my body has such an aversion to throwing up that it's just refusing, because I am a stubborn bitch sometimes. So it could just be that.
Alright, after that, the 21st, we got Erica Dania. The 22nd, we have Josh Breezy. And March 1st, we got Nova. And if you didn't already check out on our Twitter and Instagram, we are the proud sponsor of Billy Starks from match against Rebecca Scott at Capital Championship Wrestling Battle of the Drones, March 11th. If you're not already supporting Billy Starks, I mean, what have you been doing? Can support her, because she's going to win this tournament, and she's going to wrestle Kylan King and win that title. Alright, I think we're done putting ourselves over now.
Yep, I think so.
Alright, it's time for the news. It was a great day for wrestling, because we are wrestling with the news. What could have been a bad situation, Jerry Lawler had a stroke earlier this week.
Oh, yeah.
Luckily, he kicked out at 2, and he's doing well. So very happy to hear about that. No, Scooter?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I went back and watched the clip from when Jerry Lawler had a massive heart attack on the air.
Right.
The thing about that is Jerry Lawler is such a resilient human being. The man has been put through so much, and he's still going strong. I was hearing conflicting reports on the severity of the stroke and what exactly his recovery was. He has been released from the hospital as of this recording. He will be doing outpatient rehab. As of now, his speech and cognition is somewhat hampered. Doctors do believe he will make a full recovery. I mean, yeah, we've seen our, and well, I'll say this: the people I grew up idolizing, suffer, the folly of old age.
I mean, I know who Jerry Lawler is. He was
but I'm
for most of my childhood.
But I'm talking about the descent of of certain people, and how as they dealt with more health problems, they ended up looking a lot worse for the wear. Bobby Heenan comes to mind. Because unfortunately, Heenan could barely speak by the time he departed this world. I can't imagine seeing Jerry Lawler and not seeing him as, the peppy, upbeat guy who loves puppies. Or loves titties.
So yeah, it's good. It's a good day for wrestling. Jerry Lawler kicked out F2, and we hope him a super speedy recovery. Speaking of puppies, I can't believe we didn't talk about this last week on the show. Bang Bros. What are your thoughts on the new tag team?
I mean, I'm surprised they didn't go with like Captain Stabbin. Or I can't think of anything that would be appropriate that would rhyme with Pornhub. So, I mean, it's not every day when you get into legal issues with a porn company. But the fact that it was even brought up on the air, it's like, oh, we can't refer to him as this, but we're gonna call him that anyway.
Well, that's Pat McAfee for you.
I mean, they could have called them like the Bash Brothers. I mean, Luther Basher after Basher after Basher.
How could you mix something up like this in 2023 while Google is a thing?
Well, here's the thing. It was clearly done on purpose.
You think we're going to see the Reality Kings at some point?
Who knows? Maybe we'll start seeing more WWE superstars on sites like Cam Soda and Chatterbait. Believe me, my knowledge of pornographic websites is quite extensive, but I wish not to digress any more of that knowledge.
Alright, we will not go further into this discussion. Speaking of which, our goal, Gigi Dolin, got her head bashed into a door. Clearly reminiscent of Shawn Michaels' Marty Jannettyed barbershop window. You could put the side-by-side comparison, and it's almost to a T.
Wait, so Gigi Dolin's gonna become a drug-addicted, shoe addict?
Well, that seems we shall see about that, but is the Shawn Michaels just rehashing? He didn't really watch a lot of WWE, but he kind of remembered some things he did.
I mean, when we start seeing, NXT split off into another brand again, and, with GM Marty Jannettyed over there, I mean, 3 weeks ago, they had a team calling themselves the Rockers that use the New Rockers, again, the New Rockers 2.0, and using their music.
Do not Google the New Rockers.
Marty Jannettyed announced now.
Well, yeah. I mean, nobody needs to see that. Especially the New Rockers versus the Bang Bros. I heard Sonny was in that one.
No, yes, Sonny was in it, but there was clearly a full moon.
Yeah. But our goal, Gigi, Marty Jannettyed, what did Gigi do to these shoes?
I'm kind of worried because I expected Gigi to be the breakout star of the group.
Well, I mean, it seems like she's going the route of the face, but do you look at Gigi Dolin and think babyface?
No, I think her hair is on fire.
I usually think Becky Lynch.
No, because Gigi is orange, Becky's a redhead.
I mean, at one point they wore the same color.
I mean, Gigi, when she wrestled as Priscilla Kelly, did not have hair that bright or red.
Oh. But what about JC Jane?
I guess a good fit for the Bang Bros. I mean, you can't deny that's the name of a porn star.
I mean, if you're going to have a tag team that's called Bang Bros, obviously you want Sky Blue and Kimberly in it.
Or Busty Sinclair, Chesty McBoobs.
Okay, just what? Those aren't wrestler names, Scooter.
Oh, wrestling names. Guy Patterson. Oh God, what the hell was
If this hopefully the new version of JC Jane is JC Jane to the beat. Hey, you don't even have to move.
Let's try it.
Todd Chrisley or Chris Christie or Mitch Mayhem.
Alright, on to new subjects. Portia Parrott made an appearance on Impact Wrestling. Yeah. Good goal.
That bird's gonna be extra crispy soon.
I mean, she wrestled Jordan Grace, so I mean, you know.
That was the thing you took away from Impact.
Well, what did you take away from Impact?
The return of Allison Kay and Marty Bell. Matt Cardona still with Impact Wrestling.
Not a shock.
And being referred to as Edge's bitch.
When was he never not Edge's bitch?
Which makes me think he's gonna show up sooner rather than later. Especially since since he and his wife are kind of doing the same gimmick now, just in different companies.
I mean, she looks better doing it.
I mean, does anybody ever look good when they start acting like a Karen?
Not Matt Cardona, for sure.
Matt Carandona? What?
Cardona, Cardona, who kills Rana? Rana.
And yeah, and yeah, our girl Masha
Yeah, going for that
getting
title.
a program with Mickey James.
Yep.
And at the side of Bully Ray.
Which is just weird, but okay.
And you know, Dirty Dango wanting to be Santino Marella's deputy, Johnny Swinger wanting a push, a match being made for no surrender. A match being made for no surrender based on chili? The food, not the country.
I mean, if you're going to make a match, if you have a gripe, I mean, chili is obviously the reason.
I mean, it could have been coffee
or tea.
Um.
I mean, if you put chili on your hot dog, but I feel like.
Well, then we're getting back into Bang Bros territory here. Oh yeah, Kenta, I don't surrender.
Yeah.
PCO is somehow still in the Impact main event.
Because he's PCO. Big star right there.
Yes, piece of crap wallet.
He is a miracle. He can catch a ball.
Which is, it's funny because the last name he uses that's part of PCO is actually Maurice's last name.
PCO is just an acronym, obviously.
Yeah, well, it stood for Pierre Carl Ouellet.
No, it just stands for Pico. Duh.
The Gallo.
Coming soon to Bang Bros. Alright,
BangBros.com.
Please, God, don't let us get a sponsorship.
Are you kidding? They pay.
Oh God. Alright,
Hell, I'll sell porn site memberships if he's making that money.
Speaking about making that money, NXT stores are allowed to do selected indie events. Is that a big deal, and is that a good idea?
I don't think they were clear on it. By indie events, they mean events that involve Harrison Ford.
Oh, okay, cool.
So basically, yeah, never. I mean that's a great thing. Just like I think there should be a couple of main roster superstars, rotating in and out of NXT to give it a little more, pizzazz.
I mean, there was, and then
Yep.
Grayson Waller entered, R-Truth.
Well, I mean, now that the New Day are no longer NXT Tag Team Champions, someone will come in to fill that vacancy.
Viking Raiders?
No, because they're once again involved in a feud with the Bang Bros.
Oh, okay. You could say that the Brazos is armored against the Bang Bros.
I mean, how long will it be before we see the Bang Bros enter Valhalla? Which is really weird because Valhalla and Vikings? No. They gotta be a little bit more Norse.
I mean, there's like, I think everybody in Norway is named either Eric and Ivor. So.
No, wait, no, that's Sweden. I'm thinking Sven.
Olaf?
I give this to my sauna. Could you do this and no more?
So, isn't it? Personally, I think it's a good idea that they're allowing the indie people, no, the NXT guys and girls to do indie events because they're not exactly great at actual wrestling down at NXT. So, more experience, better matches, hopefully down the line. No?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Might say so.
Alright. Let's,
a couple more things. NXT has a new commentator. WWE tried to make this a big deal, but it failed. Blake Chadwick, who's
Blake Chadwick?
Exactly. He was Coastal Championship Wrestling's like play-by-play guy.
The only CCW
Oh my God.
is Capital Championship.
He was also, God, he started as a ring announcer 18 years ago, long before I did it. He's also the ring announcer for Titan Fighting, which is
Braun Strowman just wrestling foreign objects like
no, it's an offshoot of USC. Unlike slap fighting, which, by the way, oh boy, we're gonna cover slap fighting. And he slaps him, and he slaps him back. He slaps him again. It's over.
I feel like Bang Bros would do very well.
Well,
we need to stop.
Well, it was revealed what the Undertaker said to Bray Wyatt on the.
I use TurboTax.
No, it was use code American Badass for 20% off of Bang Bros membership.
Because people wait a lifetime for a moment like this.
Yeah. Thank you, Smiley Clarkson.
Undertaker's a big Smiley Clarkson.
It was apparently a passing of the torch. Undertaker said, if you need me, call me, no matter where you are, no matter how far, ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low.
And
that was basically it.
You have learned.
Like, you want to have a threesome with me and Michelle?
That's for another, someplace else.
Penbros.com.
What was we talking about? Okay,
I think we were talking about some kind of fruit. We
let's,
were moving on. We're moving on.
yeah. Let's talk about, the elephant in the room. MJF's promo from Wednesday. Classless, disgusting, not anything appropriate or honestly anything to do with the rivalry he had with Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson. What was your thoughts on the promo?
You know, I did not realize that this. I mean, honestly, yeah, it was like I thought it was typical heel stuff, but I mean, he doesn't name names. And I mean, like, it's MJF being MJF. I mean, this clearly didn't happen. I mean, if you're like, yeah, I believe that's at the very least negligent manslaughter.
Well, she was alive.
So it's negligent manslaughter, not negligent homicide. I mean, if somebody claims to find this girl, what would be classless is if they brought, if next week on Dynamite, they brought out some woman in a wheelchair.
Oh, God.
I do agree, probably not the best thing to say, given what happened with Jay Briscoe, and given the update we've got on his daughters. His daughters are recovering, but I just had it in front of me. Here it is. Where? Oh God, it's on the other. Oh God, I'll have another thing after this. Jaylee, the 9-year-old released from the hospital back on February 1st. Will have to wear a back brace and a neck brace for about 3 more weeks. She will need back surgery and physical therapy to recuperate. His other daughter, Grace, 12 years old, still has no use of her legs below the knee. She does have a feeling sensation, but is unable to move. And it said her lower leg feels like it's tingling nonstop, but the tingling has gone away and starting to feel normal. So anything regarding a car accident, not the best decision on MJF's part, because I would probably say that he was told to just go out and say something about that makes him look like an asshole.
Yeah.
And just run with it.
What are your thoughts on him using the name Liv in reference to maybe Liv Morgan?
Well, I mean, there's no. I mean, if you don't know about, if you don't know about the fact that there's, that Liv Morgan and MJF are, friends outside of the ring. I mean, then you're kind of living in the dark. Honestly, I have not seen any media backlash over this.
Well, from what I'm hearing and what I've heard for quite some time is that this is the new Katie Vick.
Liv Vick.
I mean, whatever which way you look at it, it was just a dumb promo that we should just, get past. But, maybe censor this guy a little bit more. Don't let him off the least.
I mean, then that equals ratings. And you speaking of ratings, someone is looking to get back into the ring in March, and that's Paul White.
Just in time for WrestleMania.
He's only worked 4 matches, and if we really looked at the rankings, he'd be first.
I mean, is the Big Show a big deal in 2023?
No.
Yeah. What?
I do have another story.
Sure.
Here. The mother of Hector, Eddie, and Chavo Guerrero passed away.
Oh, wow.
Last month.
That really sucks.
Hector posted a big God-filled tribute. He used a bunch of different terms for God from different religions, which seemed very out of the ordinary, but nevertheless, the matriarch of the Guerrero family, unfortunately, is not unfortunate, but is at least reunited with her husband and of course Eddie and Chavo.
Yeah. So not necessarily, obviously thoughts and prayers to his family, but I mean, she lived a fantastic life, I would say.
Oh yeah.
All right. Did you have any more news?
That is the I think the last scrap of news. Aside from, we're probably getting Ronda and Shayna at WrestleMania.
I heard that it was going to be Ronda and Shayna versus Damage Control.
Well, they started on SmackDown last night. They started planting the seeds where Shayna was being referred to as a carbon copy of Ronda Rousey. She came out and said, if anything, Ronda Rousey's a carbon copy of me. And it thought there there might be some issue. Oh my God. And this, I have to mention this because this is way too hilarious. Do you know that we were close to having a third Brother of Destruction?
Kane, Undertaker, Kane, and Abel.
Yep.
I can't believe that was ever discussed or even a thing.
And do you know who they wanted to be Abel?
Matt Morgan.
Matt Morgan. That's right.
I mean, would he have stuttered?
Probably.
Yeah. Talking about somebody that stutters, not stutter, but stutters in life. Baron Corbin. Whatever push he had with JBL is now dead. If you could call it a push to begin with.
Don't call it a comeback. Don't even call it a start.
I mean, is it time just to pull the plug on Baron Corbin? He's obviously not going to be your top guy. You have no use for him. He's had the only time he worked was when he was sad. What do you do with Baron Corbin at this point?
Well, you release him. You let him go. Yeah, you let him go. He'll go work at Impact for like a year or so. Then he'll go to Japan. He'll get dramatically better, and we'll see him back at the WWE sometime in 2027.
You think he has the motivation to actually go to Impact and?
I mean, he doesn't have the motivation to play a football game anymore. So, I mean, unless it's Madden.
All right. SummerSlam this year is going to be in Detroit at Ford Field.
Site of WrestleMania 23.
Yeah.
The first time in 15 years.
It seems like a long time coming, and obviously Ford Field in Detroit has always been a big venue for them. Could this possibly be one of the bigger SummerSlams?
Oh, it absolutely will be because, I mean, this is basically, it's the Pontiac Thunderdome essentially.
Silverdome.
Silverdome, that's what it is. That's what I said. Pontiac Silver Thunderdome. Bang Bros. We're looking at least a minimum of 50,000
Sounds about right.
people. No, I'm sorry. A minimum of at least of 70,000. Attendance for the last event held in Ford Field, WrestleMania 23, 80,103, although it's kind of disputed. But of course, this was the WrestleMania where Vince McMahon wrestled the former president.
Yes. Well, he didn't wrestle him, but...
Yeah. I'm sorry. Where a former president hopes a black guy can save him from going bald.
So, I can't imagine Mia Yim isn't going to get a big push for that event, no?
I
mean, but she's Michigan. Mia Yim.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, now I really think you're dyslexic.
And and it does seem like we might get a Montez Ford plus for that event as well. Montez Ford Field.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, a quick word from our sponsors that aren't Bang Bros. So,
Rogue Energy, the only gaming drink company in the world with 4 unique product lines to suit your task at hand, whether it be juices, shakes, smoothies, and everything else in between. Their low-calorie, no-sugar energy formula is the perfect alternative to sugar-filled canned energy drinks and sodas. Their extreme formula provides the most energy, focus, and sports performance possible. Their hydration line offers focus, ingredients without the added caffeine. Drink it anytime you're thirsty. And their shake formula is so delicious. Who doesn't love a cookies and cream, 0-calorie energy milkshake? First and foremost, they've designed every Rogue product line with performance and effectiveness in mind. It is critical that you look at the nutrition panels of drinks when comparing options. There are countless off-brands out there that are presenting low-quality, poorly dosed formulas that amount to expensive caffeine water. Every formula they produce is designed with optimal levels of high-quality ingredients. Additionally, you won't find a powdered gaming drink brand that dissolves better. No need to have chalky textures in your drink. Their taste profiles are unmatched, specifically designed for gamers, athletes, students, entrepreneurs, people with hectic schedules, individuals with low energy, podcasters who can't shut up, people who are health conscious, and so much more. Great as both a pre-workout and as a coffee energy drink replacement. Specifically designed every Rogue product line to be the best gaming drink on the planet. Rogue Energy, more focus, more wins.
use promo code WrestlingWithE for 10% off your next purchase. And we are wrestling with WWE Elimination Chamber. It's
Let's say it right since it's in Montreal. Elimination Chamber. Ha.
You okay though, man?
Don't you know who I am? I am Kevin Owens. Ha. I am a very popular Canadian, but I am not on the card. Aha.
I fought in your general direction.
Now go away, or I shall taunt you a second time.
Yep.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled the elderberries. I actually had that on a T-shirt. So.
I fought in your general direction on
Oh, great! We stand next to each other. We could be an entire Monty Python skit.
Yeah. All right. There could be more matches announced, but this is what's dropping down next Saturday. Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. Who wins who?
Clearly, this is gonna build into the Ray Dominic match at Mania. So yeah, Edge and Beth will clearly get the win here.
Yeah, I see that happening. Well, wait. If we have Edge and Finn Balor at Mania, wouldn't that mean Beth Phoenix would have to pin Rhea Ripley? And Rhea is going to Mania.
No, Edge can pin Finn Balor thanks to help from Rey Mysterio. And we probably get Mysterio and Balor, and we save Edge for a match with somebody else.
Could this maybe be convoluted enough for it just ends in disqualification?
I mean, maybe Edge loses it and starts beating down on Rhea?
No.
All right, fine. Maybe Dominic starts beating down on Beth.
No.
Otherwise, this match is going to end with a clean pin.
I see at least Edge getting his redemption at Mania.
But what other match can you do with Finn Balor and Edge, especially when the main attraction of Judgment Day is Rhea and Charlotte and Rey and Dominic?
I'm just saying, going over what WWE
I
mean, you could do Edge and Priest at Mania.
Maybe a number of months ago, I would have said that, but Priest has become the, he's the fourth wheel here.
I mean, he's the fourth wheel, but he's the only one really doing any wrestling out of the four of them.
Well, I mean, but what type of match, on the chance you do Balor and Edge again?
I mean, it would just have to be an old-fashioned hardcore or last man standing match.
No, we had so many last man standing matches this year.
Have we?
SummerSlam.
Yeah.
There was another one with the women.
Charlotte and Ronda. Or was that on an I Quit match?
That was an I Quit match. It was was it Bayley and Bianca?
Possibly.
I know there was a last woman standing match. So
yeah. Okay.
I mean, unless you go for some unsanctioned match, I don't see what else great, but there are a number of other people that could that I could see Edge competing against. Especially no, that's WrestleMania 23 was the WrestleMania Edge missed. Because he got taken out in the Money in the Bank match.
Yeah.
See, I say you do this match, and we're getting. I mean, unless something happens on Monday, we're getting Lesnar and Lashley for the third time at the Chamber, which seems odd. I mean, and since they're talking it up as like $1 million prize fight, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe we'll get something we've never seen before at WrestleMania with Edge and Bobby or Edge and Brock.
What do you think? We'll go come back to that in a bit. But I mean, yeah, we could. Would you trust Brock Lesnar with Edge?
I would. I would.
So that does bring us to a possible match: Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. What? Why would they do it at Elimination Chamber unless it's a clusterfuck?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it doesn't even start. I'm betting, because we've seen Brock get so many over on Lashley in the past number of weeks that I'd expect Lashley to attack Lesnar, on his entrance.
And then they have a last man I quit match at WrestleMania.
They have either a Sable on a pole match, or they have dang it, I forgot the word.
Great concept.
Steroids on a pole match, or a submission match.
Sorority submission match.
Sponsored by Van Bros. A pillow fight.
There is a joke I could make, but I'd rather not just make it.
Because there's bitch tits now.
You're just making me edit things out now. Alright, let's get into the Elimination Chamber matches. The Elimination Chamber match for the number one contendership to wrestle Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania. We got Asuka, Liv Morgan, Nikki Cross, Raquel Gonzalez, Natalya, and Carmella. Nothing against Carmella, but Mella ain't the money match. Nobody wants to see Bianca and Mella again. Natalya is there for reasons I don't even know why.
She may have been taken out as of last night's SmackDown.
So who would replace her?
Most likely
Lacey Evans.
No. Probably Ronda. And we might be getting Ronda and Bianca. If it stays the same as is, who knows? Maybe somebody will accidentally think it's Carmelo Hayes in the match.
We're not ready for intergender wrestling at
No, but you see R-Truth pushing him to the ring, come on! It's your match! You've been announced! Oh, my bad. So until that, there's only one clear winner here.
Yes.
It's Asuka.
It feels like Asuka. It's the moment that she's been waiting for. Honestly, it was supposed to be at 34 against Charlotte. It didn't happen. She could have had a moment at She could have had a moment at 37. Rhea took that away from her. I think it's time Asuka has a moment at WrestleMania, no?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The only other one I could really guess that as is
Raquel.
yeah.
Yeah, I can see them getting behind a Raquel Bianca match.
The only pushback I see them having with that is that she's still relatively new to the roster.
Well, I mean, okay, I understand that, but you know, Bianca and Raquel, they're similar, like, the ways they got there are the same. There's a lot of common history there.
Right.
So if they're going for a face versus face main event, that's the one to do it.
So we're unanimous that Asuka and Raquel is as is.
Yes.
Right. Elimination Chamber match for the WWE United States Championship. Austin Theory versus Seth freaking Rollins versus Johnny Gargano versus Jonah Bronson.
What? Ooh, oh God! Here come all these dogs.
Damian Priest and Montez Ford. This
Talk
is
about
a row of great talent right here.
Yeah, and it's a waste.
In what way?
It's an elimination chamber for a title that's not gonna really matter in the long run.
Do you think we're even going to get a United States Championship match at WrestleMania?
No. I mean,
unless it's John Cena in theory.
Unless it's John Cena in theory. The only thing I see two options. Either somehow Montez Ford pulls off a huge upset, and they're testing this to see if Montez is ready for the big singles push. That or Theory clearly walks out the winner.
I mean, what if Seth Rollins win? Does that give him any path to WrestleMania?
I mean, they may be setting up another Rollins Miz match. I think they may be doing Rollins and Becky against Miz and Maurice.
Well, right now we're at Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins.
Yeah, that's right. Seth Rollins and Logan, and it's not going to be for the United States title.
No. I mean, Johnny Gargano's there to lose. What about Priest?
It depends on whether or not the mixed tag match happens before this match.
Okay.
If the mixed tag match happens before, I'd say Priest's chances increase a little bit. If it happens after, no chance.
Okay.
I mean, Bronson Reed is in there to get like 2-3 quick eliminations by being a monster.
And then get rolled up or quick pins by Montez Ford.
By Montez Ford or getting stomped by Rollins.
I don't see Rollins being a major factor in this match. I see it's going to be Theory and Ford at the end.
What I see is that Theory is going to be the last man in. And by the time we get to Theory, there will only be 2 men left. And right before Theory enters, the fourth elimination happens. But then, okay, maybe it's Ford getting the roll up on Bronson, and then Bronson just destroys Montez. Theory comes in, doesn't have to do a damn thing, and wins it.
I could see that happening.
Like, you don't need Theory, going into being thrown into the pod this year. Most likely, Bronson will do it to Montez.
So we'll agree that Montez Ford is getting the push in this match.
At least he'll be at least in the top 3, and he'll get at least 1 elimination.
Does Austin Theory need the United States Championship in order to wrestle John Cena at WrestleMania?
No. Then again, would we care?
I mean, why wouldn't we?
I mean, unless Theory's gonna drop it before Mania?
But because I'm looking at Bronson Reed right now, Jonah. What would his path be at WrestleMania if any, if he won this match and got the United States Championship?
Nothing. He'd probably be the winner of the Battle Royal, if they even decide to do it.
So it seems like the only way we get a United States Championship match is if Austin Theory wins.
Yep.
Alright, then Austin Theory wins. Any disagreement with that?
Nope.
Who's your second pick?
Montez.
My second pick would be Bronson. Maybe you do Bronson Reed versus Montez Ford at Mania.
Yeah, but Dawkins is still
irrelevant.
I mean, unless you split the profits.
Okay, that's a good one.
I can see. I can kind of see Dawkins as a heel.
And that would be the first rivalry is Dawkins versus Ford for the United States Championship.
That would be interesting. Okay, that gets my interest back in the United States title. Not by much, but it's probably be more interesting than anything else we get. And that's including Cena, because are we really expecting John Cena, if it happens, to walk out of WrestleMania as the United States champion?
I won't necessarily agree with that. But
there's really one angle left for Cena, and since they're clearly not doing that, and they're clearly going to do it with Charlotte, and that's have Charlotte eclipse her father as 17-time champion world champion.
Yeah. But, I mean, John Cena doesn't need that at this point. I mean, he's just a movie star that comes in for selective dates. But let's go back on Montez Ford. If you actually have him win this match, the United States Championship, can you build a storyline between him and his tag team partner Angelo in however amount of time WrestleMania is, and have Ford and him?
Well, I think maybe you could do it without even necessarily needing a heel turn.
Kind of like Rey Mysterio and
Yeah,
Eddie Guerrero?
exactly.
And then have the heel turn at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. They go into Mania. It's the Battle of the Prophets. Ford retains. Dawkins then beats up Ford to the point where Bianca comes out and is like screaming, "Why?
Yeah, I don't think she'd do that. She probably has a match later on that night. Has bigger things to think
Yeah,
about.
you know what? Yeah, screw her husband. Who cares?
Only on Bang Bros.
.com.
Alright, that brings us to the last match, the main event. If this isn't the main event, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns. And I mean, this is the perfect storm to be one of the biggest matches this year. Just from the crowd reaction that it's gonna get. Yes, Roman Reigns is gonna win, but do the people turn on Cody and say we want Sami?
No, because the promo that went down this past Monday between Cody and Heyman, that's Hard Times 2.0. The story of how Heyman took essentially the money he was given by Vince to keep ECW afloat in 2000 and gave the rumors 20% of it to Dusty to get involved with, for his 4 months of employment in ECW. That was absolutely unbelievable. I don't think Sami is expecting to walk out as the champion. Because last night on SmackDown, Jey Uso did show up for his tag team title defense. He showed up literally at the very last minute. But then he encountered Sami backstage separately from everybody else. And Sami said, "You don't have to go down with the ship. There's a way out for you." I'm thinking Sammy's going into this not with a plan to win the championship. I think he's going in to set Roman up.
Maybe that could work, but my thing of it is, what if they went that route of, I know I'm not winning, I'm going to go down? Would the crowd really accept that?
I think so. Especially if Jay gets involved, and we end up seeing a split of Sammy and Jay against Jimmy and Solo. I mean that's gonna see emerge as a theme at this year's WrestleMania. It's brothers or partners at least.
No, what I was thinking was Sammy is on the cusp of winning the championship. Everything is looking his way, and then Jay knocks him down, and Jay attacks him, and Jay's the reason Sammy doesn't win the title. And then you do Owens and Suzanne Singh versus the Usos.
Usos likely it, like I had said, but yeah. God. I think why have Jay do this whole thing to begin with?
To drum up some controversy. It is WWE after all.
Yes, but see, you gotta remember the Bloodline operates outside of WWE's parameters in terms of being on screen. So, them just making Jimmy Roman's bitch again, or Jay Roman's bitch again, just it shows no progress. It just brings us back to where we were before.
Okay, well, let's say that we do Jay and Sammy versus a Solo and Jimmy. What happens to Owens?
There is rumors of another member being brought into the Bloodline.
You think after everything that they did to Owens that he would come in?
No, there's another member being rumored to join the Bloodline.
Well, I heard Umaga's son is getting into wrestling, or maybe that's too soon.
Wait, whose son?
Umaga.
Oh. Yeah, I think so, and I think that's too soon. There's somebody, but Umaga is clearly going into the Hall of Fame this year. So
Oh, really?
yeah, it's most likely and most likely is going to be Batista.
Okay. So, honestly, Roman is winning this match. It's going to be. You seem that it's going to be no backlash on Cody, which is a good thing. So, yeah. I don't think there's too much more to talk about, no?
No, I think I think that's about it.
Yep. Alright. We will conclude our coverage of WWE Elimination Chamber. Join us next week as we're not going to review it. We'll review it in 2 weeks. I don't know what we'll talk about next week. Maybe more clarity going into Elimination Chamber. And that'll conclude this episode as a whole. Of course, thank you for listening. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment. We're on YouTube and Castbox. Join us this Tuesday, actually Valentine's Day, as we interview Jay Macias. And on this Wednesday, as we interview Ruby Roberts. Of course, this was sponsored by World Energy, Player One Coffee. Follow the show at Wrestling with E on both Twitter and Instagram for information on who we're interviewing, when we're interviewing, links to those interviews, and so much more. You can follow me personally at JamesJ993. Where can they find Scooter?
As always, find me on Twitter at ScooterDust. The future of the remix still up in the air as of this recording. And of course, tune in as the campaign of my time in Dungeons and Dragons comes to a close. For in the last 3 episodes, you're not going to want to miss it. New episodes every Saturday, along with me and the rest of the Smoking Dragons, twitch.tv/Smoking Dragons.
For Kaliko Yachts and Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.